Hi everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cut Files design team, and I'm using the new leafy tree cut file from the most recent release. And I've cut it out on white cardstock, and you can see there I have a wood grain background pattern paper. I think it's from a Kaiser Craft collection. I'm going to use that to back the trunk, but the rest of the things I'm going to be using are from the new Crepe Paper Maggie Holmes Magical Forest. So I'm just going ahead here and I'm gluing the trunk of the tree down to this pattern paper. I decided to glue it down rather than trace and cut because, as you could see before I started gluing, the trunk of the tree is quite kind of flimsy because there's nothing on the inside to sort of help it keep its structure. So I just kept the inside of the cut file there to help me kind of place everything, and that definitely helped quite a lot. Just using a thin line of tacky glue there. Yeah, as you can see, bringing in that internal piece again, just help me position everything else. I'm not gonna lie, this was not the easiest cut file to back, just because trying to get that trunk glued down right was a bit tricky, and then trying to trim it out was quite fiddly. And there's lots of teeny tiny little leaves on the cut file that it took quite a while to back as well, but the end result is most definitely worth it. It looks absolutely amazing by the time I finished. So just skipped ahead really quickly there. So you can just see I'm just taking my little fussy cutting scissors and trimming off the excess. And because all those little leaves are in the way, it was a bit of a process. It was pretty fiddly and time consuming, but I just pop on a bit of YouTube and watch some scrappy videos, and the time goes by pretty quickly. So there you go, that is all complete. I absolutely love how it turned out. I have decided to use this mustard with the kind of cream diamond pattern for my background paper. Like I said, that is from that Crepe Paper Magical Forest collection. And I am scrapping these two photos of my little man. We were at I want to say a zoo, but it's actually more like an animal sanctuary that we used to go to quite a bit. We actually had an annual pass when he was little, so he and I used to go quite a bit. And yeah, this day it was autumn or winter. I can tell it was a cold day because he has his little star jumper on. I love that jumper. I actually kept that for my daughter to wear, and she wore it for quite a while as well. But he's got his little woolly hat on as well. It's like a little teddy bear hat, and it has ears and like eyes and a nose. It's really cute. So I just adore these photos of him. And you can see in one of the photos he's actually holding my hand. I'm helping him balance on the edge of the garden there. So yeah, it's just a couple of really sweet photos. So I've just torn that. It's kind of like a rainbow pattern. It's like a dusty pink with a white polka dot kind of rainbow pattern in the background. So it's kind of going to be like a little hill for my tree to sit on. And now I'm just taking some white Liquitex acrylic ink and doing splatters, of course. Can't not do my splatters now. I'm definitely addicted to those. And again, my gold splatters, the gold Kaiser Mist, just all over the place really. I'm just going to glue down my little hill, and I just tore the edge. I tried to make it yeah, that kind of rough, kind of hill shaped. I didn't want it to be perfectly symmetrical. I just wanted it to be pretty rough. And I've deliberately put that tree so that the roots are coming off the bottom a little bit. It just kind of helps it, I don't know, just look a little bit more grounded to the bottom of the page, I suppose. I cut it quite large, so yeah, I kind of thought I might have to run some of those roots off the edge of the page. So I did back both of my photos in just a white matte to give that thin white border that I like, and I'm going through with some of my 6x8 6x6 paper scraps. So I couldn't get the paper pad for this collection, the 6x6, so I did just pull in a bunch of coordinating coloured papers from my 6x6 paper pad stash, of which I have plenty. So I'm definitely not missing out. I just brought in some of those like colours. So I've used a bit of a subdued kind of mauvey dusty pink, similar to the colour of the hill, and that kind of cream sepia text paper. That is the reverse side of that paper at the bottom of the page. You can see, so I've just taken that little strip that I had laying on my desk, and I'm just going to try and use some of this. I really like to use all my little bits and pieces if I can, and I think the bit that I added to the photo on the left, the little side strip, was actually the branding strip off one of the papers. So I have layered my photos there, and I just tucked some of those branches. I've brought them so that they lay over the top of the photo in that space where there's nothing important that they're going to be covered up. It just helps them kind of look a bit more like they're part of the layout and not just slapped on the top. Okay, now I'm coming in with the stickers, and this is the cardstock 6x12 sticker sheet, and I'm bringing in some of these little mushrooms. Actually, I hadn't intended to use the mushrooms, but when I saw them, I thought, oh, they would be perfect tucked all in amongst the roots. So I used the 3 on the sticker sheet, and then I thought, heck, why don't I just go to town with this pattern paper? Because I know when I first got it, I did speculate whether I'd be able to use any of these mushrooms, or whether I would bother fussy cutting them out, but yeah, I used heaps on this page. So I've just gone through and fussy cut a bunch of them out in, I tried to get a good range of colours. I popped in a few just right at the bottom of the page there, and the rest I will sort of just tuck in amongst all the roots. Okay, back to the stickers. I saw this bird. I was hoping to find a bird to tuck it up in the tree there, and I did find this little guy, so he fits up there nicely. And the shape of those leaves on the branch that he's sitting on are very similar to the shape of the leaves in the cut file, so it was perfect. I popped in that little squirrel. I will just say now, one of the things that I'm really disappointed with in this collection, one of the things, there's a couple of things, but one of the big things is that all these stickers are clear in the sticker book. So you get 6 sheets of these stickers, and they're all clear stickers, and my goodness, what a pain. So I tried using them just as they are, but you just couldn't see them with all the busyness of the cut file in the background. So I've gone through and just stuck them to some white paper and fussy cut them out. So there you can see I used a bunch of the leaves, a bunch of the little flowers. I think some of those flowers I did fussy cut from one of the pattern papers, but and some of those leaves as well, but the rest are the clear stickers. And yes, I did have to go through and stick them all to paper and fussy cut them all out. So I'm not best pleased with that, to be honest, but you know, I've got to make do. So I did pop down a little lady beetle in amongst the roots at the bottom of the tree there, and now I'm just tucking in some of the flowers. These show up not too badly because they're quite dark, and that background paper it's not a super busy pattern. It's quite solid, so you can see them pretty well. I love this title of the stickers. I didn't really know where I was going to put my title. I don't have a lot of space for it now. And this is a nice small title, but it is black and white, so it's bold enough to stand out, even though it is quite small. And I could tuck it in that negative or that blank space in my photo where there's just, you know, background, nothing important being covered up. And that's perfect. So I'm using the puffy alphas from the collection to spell out hour, just to finish off that title. I think that little sticker says brave, or along those lines anyway. And I do pop in some of these, the only ones that aren't clear out of the sticker book, they're little glitter hearts and stars, and I think I put in 3 of those. And you can't actually see them very well, so I probably should have saved those for another layout, but it's fine. Trim off the branding strip, and I'm pretty sure that is it for my layout. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to check out the group and the shop. The links are in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.